Hello, my friends, and welcome to a brand new episode of Discourse in Magic. My name is Jonah Babbins, and today's episode is about Q4, specifically how to get an extra 50 to 250 leads this Q4. Now, if you're listening to this, I want to tell you that you are too late because the information in today's episode comes directly out of a 2-hour workshop that I did today. So if you don't want to miss our next workshop, then go to discourseinmagic.com and go to updates and sign up for the newsletter so that you get notified when all of these workshops happen. As well, you can go to the Discourse in Magic Facebook group, and links to both of those things will be down below. Back to the episode. Today, we're talking about how to get 50 to 250 extra leads in the next 90 days in Q4. This is the busiest season of the year. There's Halloween, and there's, of course, Christmas, holiday parties, Hanukkah parties, company parties. There's so many things going on this season. So I'm going to share with you 3 things that I do with the mastermind in the next 90 days, especially things really, really soon to help bring in 50 to 250 more great quality leads in the next 90 days. Okay, here we go. Thing number 1 is your past clients. Friends, most of your bookings probably happened in October, November, and December in the last couple of years. And all of your clients, whether it was in October, November, December, or whether it was during the rest of the year, these are the people who already know, like, and trust you. And assuming that you did a really good job, these are people who are really likely to book you and people who you'd be pissed if they booked another magician. Maybe. So what you should do is have a great relationship with all of your past clients. And if you don't have that, if that's not something that you've been doing for a while, don't sweat it. For now, just send a message to them and say, hey, hope you're well. Are you planning any events this Christmas or this holiday or in Q4 or in the next couple of months or something like that? That's it. Super short message, and you can send a couple of follow-ups as well. But Manuel, one of the members of the mastermind, he sent one email to a handful of past clients, and he made like $7,000. He had like 2 or 3 clients say yes, and then he made like $7,000 or $8,000 just from one email to past clients, I think last year, this time of year. So please give it a shot. If it's not something you did, if you're looking for more bookings and more leads this season, send an email to your past clients to say, hey, hope you're well. Are you planning anything this season that you're looking to bring some magic to? That is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is a system that I've been using for a very long time, which you may have heard me talk about, called the email outreach machine. The email outreach machine is one of the things I am best known for, which is how to get in contact with hundreds of clients every single week. And they're your ideal clients. How? Well, we do 2 things. Number 1, we use a bunch of different systems, tools, hiring, things like that to collect email addresses of the people in our target market. Get back to that in a second. And then the second thing we do is we use software to send follow-ups to those people, which means those 2 processes allow us to send hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emails a month. And if you reverse engineer what kinds of events happen in Q4, then all of a sudden it becomes obvious who you should email. Give you some examples. I know that malls are having Halloween and Christmas events. I know that synagogues are having Hanukkah events. What else do I know that's happening in Q4? What else do I know that's happening in December? I know cities are doing big December parties. I know restaurants are having New Year's events. I can just keep going through this list on and on and on, because all I have to do is think about things that are going on in the next couple months. I can think about Halloween and all of the people doing Halloween events and Halloween parties and so on and so on and so on. Pumpkin patches, things like that. And you just reverse engineer the people that are having events. And then you use, whether it's software or whether it's hiring someone, to collect those people's emails and then send them some emails. So this sounds hopefully pretty simple, because it is. Collect emails, send emails. That's really it. And you use software to do both of them. So thing number 2 that you should be doing, whether you're using software to do this or not, thing number 2 that you should be doing is sending lots of cold emails. This season of the year is an amazing season for cold emailing because you know exactly who you need to be emailing by reverse engineering the events that are going on right now. I got to tell you, there's people who I work with who do this effectively. This is basically the only way that they bring in leads and bring in bookings. There are magicians that do $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year on just cold emailing people. I'm telling you, just cold emailing people, just sending emails to potential clients saying, hey, are you doing an event? Hey, are you planning something? So really similar to emailing your past clients, but this is emailing new potential people who are putting on events and saying, are you putting on an event? Do you want to learn more? Can we hop on a call? And, there's a member of the mastermind out in the UK named David, and David is doing, I just got off the phone with him, he's doing $60,000 a year just doing email outreach to golf clubs and boarding schools and a couple of other locations. He used to do old age homes, but now he's priced out of it. And I just want you to think how straightforward this is, especially this time of year. So thing number 2 is email outreach. Thing number 3, this one's real important. Let's say you are Sally the secretary and you just got out of the team meeting where Bob the boss said, Sally, you have to go find us a magician for our holiday party. What on earth do you do? Now, if someone asked me to find something I didn't know how to find, like a caterer or a juggler, the first thing I would do, I'm saying this really slowly, I'm giving you a couple seconds to figure it out. What's the first thing that you would do if you had to find a local baker? How would you do it? If you had to find a local basket weaver, how would you do it? Well, the answer is probably that you would type it into Google and see what comes up. And for that reason, you should be showing up in Google Ads, particularly for the market that you are an expert in. If you're an expert in schools, show up for schools when people search for schools. If you're an expert in corporate, then show up for corporate when people search for corporate, and so on and so on and so on. You could do this for anything, for colleges, for speaking. You could do this for, it goes on and on and on, for kids' birthday parties. You could do this for grand illusion shows, and so on and so on. But people are actually searching for these things. Mentalism. People are actually searching for these things in Google every day this season because they want to get answers and they want to hire somebody. So you have 2 ways to show up on Google. The first is SEO. That stands for search engine optimization. That means you do a bunch of things, maybe writing blog posts, maybe putting better words on your site, maybe making your site more valuable, maybe keeping it up to date, all these million things to hope that Google ranks your site higher. Lots of things, not saying not to do it. It's really great. I use SEO as well. That's so that your stuff organically ranks higher. The second thing you can do is you can run ads, which is to pay Google money to put yourself big and upfront and prominent at the top. And in Q4, you should be doing both. But absolutely in Q4, you should be running ads because there are people searching for what you are right now, and you're buried somewhere on the 3rd or 4th page of Google. So that is a pretty effective way to get in front of lots and lots of people. There are members of the mastermind that are doing over $100,000. I mean, Kelvin is a great example, and a bulk of that, probably 80 or 90% of that, comes directly from Google Ads. Absolutely. If you've got a specific market like corporate or wedding or schools or birthday parties or whatever, if you've got a specific market, then during this time of year, you should be running ads because there's very likely a lot of people searching for it. And by the way, if you've got a market and this is not the time of year for that market, like summer camps, then don't run ads now, but run it during summer camp season. Well, okay, there you have it. 3 things that you can do this season to get 50 to 250 more quality leads. Number 1, email your past clients. Say hello. How are you? Are you doing any events? Thing number 2, email outreach. Brainstorm the people this season who you know are doing events and send them emails to say, hey, you want to bring some magic? Let's hop on a call. That's number 2. And number 3 is run ads. SEO is also good. Search engine optimization is also good. But for the very least, run Google ads this season. Like I said, all 3 of these things come directly from a workshop that I did today, October 13th. But if you're listening to this, then you're probably missing it. So 2 things. Number 1, go to discourseinmagic.com and sign up for the newsletter so you know when things like this happen in the future. But thing number 2, if you want help implementing any of these things, implementing the email outreach machine, getting your hands on the right software, what to send to your past clients, how to set up Google ads, then down below, there is a link to message me on Facebook and message me the word leads. Leads, Leads, leads. And that way I'll know that you came from this episode. And then we'll see if I can help. We'll see if I can help you pull off one of those 3 things: email outreach, ads, or chatting with your past clients. That's it. Thanks for being here. Happy Thursday, and I'll see you next week. Peace.